Chairman and Managing Director, Goa Shipyard Limited, distinguished guests, Excellencies, Flag Officers, General Officers, General Officer in Charge, Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, Commodore Mahadevan, Commanding Officers, Commander Mukasi, Commissioning Commanding Officer and the commissioning crew of INS Sumitra, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a distinct honor for me to be present here today at Chennai for the commissioning ceremony of INS Sumitra. It is undoubtedly a very proud moment for the Indian Navy as we induct into our fold a state-of-the-art offshore patrol vessel which has been designed and constructed in one of our own shipyards, the Goa Shipyard Limited. India is essentially a maritime nation with a natural outflow towards the seas. And the country's eastern seaboard has been the vortex of intense maritime activity over centuries. It is from these waters that seafarers from the ancient kingdoms of the Cholas, the Cheras, and the Pandyas sailed to distant countries in Southeast Asia to establish trade and cultural links. In many ways, therefore, the commissioning of INS Sumitra today at Chennai is a befitting tribute to the glorious maritime heritage of Tamil Nadu and the Coromandel coast. INS Sumitra is the fourth in the series of the offshore patrol vessels which have been designed and constructed by Goa Shipyard Limited, and this is in keeping with the Indian Navy's quest for self-reliance and indigenization. While the history and tradition of warship building in India goes back to centuries, the revival and resurgence of ship construction in independent India took place in 1961 with the construction of a small patrol vessel, INS Ajay, and the setting up of the Indian Navy's own Ship Design Directorate nearly 50 years ago. Over the years, our ship designers have designed and our shipyards have constructed 120 warships and submarines in different categories in various shipyards. Over the decades, Goa Shipyard Limited has emerged as a versatile defense public sector yard which has made many modern warships for the Indian Navy. The blueprint of the future Indian Navy is firmly anchored on self-reliance and indigenization, and we currently have 41 ships and submarines under construction in different private and public sector shipyards within the country. It is a matter of great pride that with relentless efforts we have transformed from a buyer's navy to a builder's navy. It should now be our endeavor to constantly increase the percentage of indigenous content so that future warships for the Indian Navy will truly be 100% made in India. The challenges in the maritime domain are as wide and varied as they come. Who could have imagined a decade or two ago that in the 21st century we would be once again grappling with pirates or that one of the major threats in the maritime domain would be in the form of asymmetric warfare and maritime terrorism. In recent years, the responsibility of the Indian Navy in safeguarding our maritime frontiers and carrying on tasks related to coastal security have increased manyfold. The Indian Navy is a multi-dimensional force capable of operating under the water, on the surface, in the air and in space. And we are ready to take on any challenge in the maritime domain in the Indian Ocean region. India has vast maritime interests, and the responsibility of protecting these assets falls squarely on the shoulders of men in white uniform, because it is the responsibility of the Indian Navy to ensure that India's maritime interests, which have a vital relationship with the nation's economic growth, are allowed to develop unhindered both in peace and war. From now on, INS Sumitra will have a significant role to play in patrolling our eastern seaboard, and she will form an important component under the Naval Officer in Charge Tamil Nadu and Puducherry and the Eastern Naval Command, which has the responsibility to counter any maritime challenge in the Bay of Bengal and the adjoining waters of the eastern part of the Indian Ocean region. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the commanding officer and the crew of INS Sumitra and gently remind them that they have the difficult task to keep honing their operational skills and keep their ship combat ready at all times. They would be spending sleepless nights keeping vigil out at sea so that our citizens ashore can sleep in peace. And I am confident that the crew will carry out this task with alacrity and elan. The naval ensign and the national flag have been hoisted on board INS Sumitra for the first time today. I am sure that the commissioning crew will keep the pride and prestige of their ship uppermost in all the tasks that they perform, keep the flag flying high, and bring honor and glory to the name of their ship, their command, and the Indian Navy in the years to come. I would like to wish the commissioning crew and all those who sail on this fine ship fair winds, following seas, and success in every endeavor. Jai Hind.